Action, romance, drama, and sci-fi, these are the exciting genres hitting the small screen this March. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, where we're counting down the 10 most anticipated TV shows premiering this month. Stick with me for just 10 minutes, and I guarantee you'll find at least 4 shows you won't want to miss. So, without further delay, let's dive into the list. Starting our list is Season 4 of Power Book 3 Raising Kanan. Set in 1991 Queens, Power Book 3, Raising Kanan immerses viewers in a world where style and status are defined by luxury cars and shearling coats. At the heart of the story is young Kanan Stark, navigating the dangerous yet alluring streets of Southside Jamaica under the formidable influence of his mother, Rack, a powerful drug queen-pin. But threats loom in the form of Unique, a ruthless rival dealer, and Detective Malcolm Howard, a relentless cop determined to shake things up. As Kanan comes of age, he steps out from his mother's shadow, finding his own path within the family's growing and treacherous empire. Richly detailed in its 1990s setting, the series expands the Power universe while standing firmly on its own, making it a compelling watch for both longtime fans and newcomers alike. On our 9th spot we have The Studio, which is coming on Apple TV Plus on the 14th. As the movie industry fights to stay alive and relevant, Matt and his team of feuding executives navigate a relentless battlefield of egos, pressure, and uncertainty. Their days are spent wrangling narcissistic artists who demand perfection and corporate overlords who prioritize profits over creativity, all while battling their own insecurities behind the polished facade of power suits and confident smiles. Every moment, whether a high-stakes casting decision, a chaotic marketing meeting, an extravagant awards show, or a nerve-wracking set visit, teeters between dazzling triumph and career-crippling disaster. For Matt, whose passion for film is an obsession rather than just a job, the dream he has chased his entire life is now consuming him from the inside out. As the pressure mounts and the stakes grow ever higher, he is forced to ask himself whether the relentless pursuit of cinematic greatness is worth the cost of his own sanity. The next show on our list is Dope Thief, is an upcoming American crime drama miniseries created by Peter Craig, adapted from Dennis Tafoya's gripping 2009 novel. The story follows 2 lifelong friends who, desperate for quick cash, pose as DEA agents to carry out what they believe is a simple robbery. Their plan seems foolproof: storm a suspected drug house, intimidate the occupants, and make off with the cash and product before anyone can catch on. But what starts as a small-time con quickly spirals out of control when they inadvertently uncover a massive, well-protected narcotics corridor operating along the eastern seaboard. Now entangled in a dangerous web of cartel operations, ruthless criminals, and real law enforcement, their once harmless grift becomes a high-stakes fight for survival, forcing them to outmaneuver both the criminals they crossed and the authorities closing in. Long Bright River is the next show on our list. Mickey Fitzpatrick is a dedicated police officer patrolling a Philadelphia neighborhood devastated by the opioid crisis, where addiction, poverty, and crime have become an inescapable reality. As she navigates the daily challenges of protecting a community often overlooked by the system, a chilling series of murders shakes her district, forcing her to confront a past she thought she had left behind. As the investigation unfolds, Mickey begins to see unsettling connections between the victims, the drug trade, and her own personal history, drawing her into a case that is far more personal than she ever imagined. With a deep sense of empathy for those battling addiction and the families struggling to hold them together, she fights not only for justice but for the dignity of those society has cast aside. Through unexpected twists and revelations, Mickey's journey challenges long-held perceptions of heroism and villainy, revealing the hidden strength and resilience of an underserved community. On the 20th, Netflix will release The Residence. The Residence takes inspiration from Kate Anderson Brower's book, The Residence, Inside the Private World of the White House, but flips its historical lens into a riveting murder mystery in the spirit of Agatha Christie's Poirot. Set within the grand yet secretive halls of the White House, the story unfolds across 132 rooms, with 157 potential suspects, one shocking dead body, and an eccentric detective whose unconventional methods are as unpredictable as the crime itself. At the center of the chaos is a disastrous state dinner that sets the stage for scandal, intrigue, and deception as the investigation winds through the hidden corridors, private quarters, and bustling service areas of the nation's most powerful residence. Blending sharp wit with classic whodunit suspense, The Residence offers a fresh take on the upstairs-downstairs dynamic, where the staff's secrets are just as explosive as the mystery unraveling before them. Another TV show Netflix is adding on much. It's The Leopard. The Leopard is a sweeping, sensual epic set against the turmoil of 1860s Sicily, where the winds of revolution threaten the very foundation of the aristocracy. At the heart of the story is Don Fabrizio Corbera, the Prince of Salena, whose life of luxury and privilege is slowly eroded by the sweeping forces of political change as Italy moves toward unification. As the old social order crumbles, Don Fabrizio realizes that his family's future is uncertain, and he must navigate the delicate web of new allegiances that increasingly clash with his own values and traditions. In a heartbreaking turn, he finds himself caught between duty and love, as he must decide whether to orchestrate a marriage between his nephew Tancredi and the wealthy, beautiful Angelica, securing his family's legacy but at the expense of his daughter Concetta's happiness. The prince is torn between preserving his lineage and the personal cost of betraying those closest to him, ultimately facing an impossible decision that will shape their fates forever. On our third spot we have The Wheel of Time Season 3. In The Wheel of Time, Moiraine, a powerful member of a mystical order, embarks on a perilous journey with 5 young companions, convinced that one among them is the reincarnation of the dragon, destined either to save the world or shatter it entirely. Season 2 surpasses its predecessor, with richer character development, more confident performances, and an increased presence of magic that deepens the story's allure. The groundwork for Season 3 is expertly laid, with Lanfear emerging as a fascinating and unpredictable figure, her true intentions shrouded in mystery as even greater threats loom on the horizon. Nynaeve's internal struggles remain a compelling arc, though her hesitation to fully embrace her power is both frustrating and intriguing, hinting at a significant transformation to come. Rand and his companions continue to shine as complex, well-acted heroes, though his magical abilities remain somewhat underexplored, a gap that, hopefully, the upcoming season will rectify. The second most anticipated TV show on March is Gangs of London Season 3. Gangs of London tells the gripping story of a city thrown into chaos as international crime syndicates battle for control after the sudden assassination of London's most powerful crime boss. The show is an adrenaline-fueled spectacle, blending brutal action with intense drama, making it far more than just another crime series. While Season 1 set an incredibly high bar with its storytelling and visceral fight sequences, Season 2, though still compelling, doesn't quite reach the same heights. Some viewers are put off by the sheer brutality, but given the subject matter, the graphic violence feels authentic rather than excessive. Often compared to Peaky Blinders due to its violent British crime themes, Gangs of London stands on its own as a thrilling and well-crafted series that's a must-watch for fans of action-packed, high-stakes storytelling. The most anticipated TV show on March is Daredevil Born Again, following blind lawyer Matt Murdock as he fights for justice both in the courtroom and on the streets of New York. Meanwhile, former crime lord Wilson Fisk, now pursuing a political career, finds his past threatening to resurface, setting him on a dangerous collision course with Daredevil. The series builds on the legacy of one of Marvel's best shows, known for its gripping performances, especially Vincent D'Onofrio's menacing yet complex portrayal of Kingpin and Jon Bernthal's raw, emotionally charged take on the Punisher. With intense action, morally layered storytelling, and a gritty, street-level approach, Born Again promises to deliver the same high-stakes drama and iconic moments that made its predecessor a fan favorite.